Well, at least that small one I would.
65.
I guess that counts.
Yeah, that's count. Today he saw best number 7.
There was a debate I read a few years ago on Schoology. If
7
buses should have
is like
advertisements on them.
Really?
Well, I think
just zoom
they have their
in
arguments,
five.
but I say that you can put it on as long as it's off. Actually no, you shouldn't put it on because
Now
school buses are meant to be
just,
recognized as well for school, not for
drop off
advertising.
the way quick.
If you want to advertise for your
Students.
school or something, then you get like your car or
He
something
has
to
a
do
big
that.
old release.
School buses are the difference between school buses and civilian buses is that school buses were made for children who are underage, and that's meant to tell people, hey, slow down, okay? But then for regular buses, you could care a bit less.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous.
Purpose bus as well.
You could care less about speeding past them. But then for school buses, you're like, oh, it's a school bus. I have to go slow or else I might murder a kid.
Alan, there is a lot of law on that school bus. You know when to stop, when to...
Exactly. So if you have like advertisements on them, you would just be soiling them. And then that would lead to a lot of trouble because people would think, oh, it's a civilian bus. I could speed right by it. Wait, there's a kid. Oh, shit. I thought it was a normal bus. See what I mean?
No, by the way.
It's that's the only thing but I mean, school buses are fine and all. The problem with it is that they have no seatbelts whatsoever.
Really? They don't?
Also
None of them do.
Follow
But
bus
why they
number
don't have
7.
I think it's meant because it's meant for children children
Or maybe
transport.
not.
Oh, I
For
think
some
that
reason.
usually for a local, but that doesn't make any sense. This is, but you see barely.
But then again, why would you? Seatbelts is like more personalized. Like for smaller ones, more compact, where it would be potentially more dangerous. Because as much as smaller cars are,
yeah, but
if you get hit by a car from the back, in a regular car like this one, you would get flying forward if you didn't have the seatbelt. But for like a kids where like every seat's just right next to each other, least you can get is a broken arm, and that is okay. But before a car like this, you could fly and then you can break all 6 of your pelvises.
If you're gonna knock out, the bus is more
Safer. That's it, because of its bigger mass and its more compact space.
like a truck, right?
Pretty much. They're also they're pretty big. Like that's why like if a car rammed into it, it'd be harder to take it down. But I've seen videos like there was an accident once, like this car just went right out of control. Hit into a bus so hard, the bus didn't flip over. It didn't just flip over. I mean, pretty much everyone inside got injured. The bus driver, the students, multiple people were sent to the hospital. 2 people were knocked out, and then I think at least one had to undergo intensive care or something like that.
Oh, it's at 3 o'clock. I thought it's like 3:05.
You see what I mean now?
Yeah.
Basically, in other words, blame the drivers for being stupid in this case. Sometimes, yes, you can blame the car. Like if it goes out of control, like the brakes aren't responding or anything, then then it may be fine. You would have to come up with a pretty solid excuse, though. I don't know how they managed to solve it. Like they go do an investigation, and then they say, you said that your brakes doesn't work, right? Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, that makes sense. Because this part does not work and some stuff. It takes it's like checking everything else.
Well, they bring the car to the plate, right? So they're gonna say that what's wrong with the car, what happened, what the bus or whatever happened, and then they check the alcohol level and everything, make sure the bus driver got any issues. Always they'll go through like all those kind of things. It's lengthy, so it take them. But usually a week or 2 because public they want to hear what is the what had happened.
What the verdict is.
Yeah, usually if the kid on the bus, there is
The-
always like
The
something gotta go
the
fast.
thing about about teenagers in movies
Mm,
Is that they are so stereotyped,
mm,
and I find that hilarious. Like
Yeah.
you would see the average teenage bully
mhm.
as someone who's played sports, a jock, stuff like that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And then the girl would be that one, like someone who looks more like a model than a student at all.
Mhm.
And in reality, that is not the case.
Yeah.
Like I met like a few people, but I've never met a bully
Yeah.
because because
Alan, did you say you make it up that the guys
that
bully
one
you?
time
Yeah, you make it
I
up.
sorely regret it,
Yeah.
but we don't need to talk about that.
But did you see him anymore?
Like every
Alex?
once in a while.
Really?
Yeah.
He,
Oh, there's another one.
oh, in the back?
Yeah. That's
Like every once in a while, like once a week, twice a week,
No, it's go other direction.
the other direction.
like once a week, once a month. It's volatile.
But he's nice kid.
Yeah, he is. You see, the problem is that when you're young, you're scared, and you make a lie to make yourself feel better. And because you don't know if lying is wrong or not, you continue making them. And that's exactly what kind of problem I had when I was young. Because
So have you ever had a real bully before?
no, and I'm surprised too. You would expect that I would have one.
Why would you have someone?
Like, isn't like that would be the pretty average thing for a, you know. Well, I mean I had two if you consider it, but it's like but it's mostly just lasted for like a month or so,
Yeah?
and then that was it,
Mm.
and then everything went fine, and then we got along pretty well.
Mm.
So I guess it's everything. So basically, in other words, everything solved itself.
Mm.
Because after they do it for a bit, either a teacher sees it
Mhm.
or there's just no point to it.
Mhm.
They just go, never mind, this is okay.
Mhm.
And in school, I pretty much don't have any rivals or anything.
Mm.
Because that's the perk of not speaking up a lot.
Mhm.
Because if you don't speak up a lot, people won't know about your grades and then you won't become competition.
Mhm.
So just stay silent most of the time is just the basic thing. That's how I rolled in school.
Mm.
Maybe the same thing for junior and senior.
Mhm.
Like, just talk, but don't overspill the information.
Yeah.
That's my problem. I sometimes do.
Mhm.
Sometimes it just gets the better of me. And that happens to everyone.
Yeah, it's fine.
Looks like the insect season is coming back.
Mhm.
Because 2 flies came into the science classroom, and I think there's like 2 in the car right now.
Mhm.
Like 2 really tiny insects. I might be blind though. Like they're flying everywhere. It's maybe because of the sun is making all this dust. I don't know.
It's a lot of windy today.
Like these kind of stuff. If you see all those stuff flying around outside,
Yeah, a lot of them today.
yeah, whatever those things are, I saw it
Today
in
it
the car.
fly into our car because I opened the door and I was still sitting in, and then we have to close the car again.
Oh, that's painful.
Yeah, when we parked at the today we have to park at the community center, right, Edward?
Yep.
What's the
For the bus
community
number
center?
7 to come.
Because they do the pavement, and Edward calls off at 7 and he got started today.
At 2:36.
And he going to do that the same next week, right?
Yep.
Do you have tests next week? Which day was that, Edward?
Thursday.
Thursday.
One thing I'm surprised
So
about
we
people is
can
that
do
some
book
people
on
can write
managers and
really,
everything.
really small.
Yeah.
And still make their writing legible. More
Yeah.
legible
So
than
literally
mine.
depends.
Really?
Like I can write small, but their writing is just extra small.
Really?
Like if my font is 0. Is like it's like
0.5.
5, they would be like 3.5, and
Really?
it's still more legible than mine.
Wow. You have Tasmano?
Yeah, that might be because I used a fat pencil, so
Oh,
that would
yeah.
make sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I think they practiced a lot too.
Yeah.
If you want to write that small and be that legible,
Mm-hmm. So you can read it. And like what if you write and you can
mine is
read?
legible enough.
Mm.
But my notes can. for
Yours
one
was
girl-
so small.
For one girl, all her notes was for my both sides. She can compress it into one,
Oh my God! Really?
and I can still read it. And then mine
Oh.
looks like this mess.
Ah. You saw her note?
Yeah.
Ah, that's amazing.
Part of me bets that she could make a lot of money if she said, "Hey, I can do this for all of you for a price,"
Yeah.
and then we would do that.
That's what one of the Miss Finland, that she said that when she's in junior year or senior year, she took the calculus, the AP calculus, and she took note and she sell the note to others, and she could make money out of it. She said it's probably illegal, but yeah, that's how she did it. So when you go college, though,
I wouldn't say that giving other people notes about your stuff is illegal.
Well, you sell it, Alan. So
Yeah, that's just business. Name me
But it's
one business that has
business.
done everything legally. Name me one business that does that. Exactly, you can't. Every business has done something, at least something illegal, in order to be their way. So, case closed.